This question is from Sangeeta Sahu, Mumbai. She asks, what is the difference between body, mind, and intellect? What are their functions? Who is governing all these three? Thank you, Guruji.
Yeah, there is one slokam in the third chapter towards the end. Krishna says that, I think almost 41 or 42 sloka number in the third chapter. So Krishna is saying that Indriyani parani ahu, Indriyebhyo param managam. Yeah, 42, sloka number 42. Indriyani parani ahu, Indriyebhya param managa, manasastu para buddhi, yo buddhe paratastu saga. So Indriyani parani ahu means the senses are superior to the dull matter. Indriyani parani ahu. Indriyebhya param managa means the mind is above the senses. Then manasastu para buddhi, intelligence is above the mind. Then yo buddhe paratastu saha, that is the soul. The soul is above the intelligence. So that way we need to understand this mind is actually in between senses and intelligence. So the soul should control the mind using the intelligence. But if the senses control the mind, then we will lose our intelligence. So that's what we need to understand. So we will lose our intelligence if the senses control the mind. So also there is a nice in the Upanishad also it is said about how to basically there is a nice the relationship between body, mind, senses, intelligence, everything is clearly given also. So I'm just trying to get that slokam. So in this sixth chapter, sloka number 34. So in the sixth chapter, sloka number 34. So there actually in the purport, Srila Prabhupada has given about the relationship. So in the purport of this, the 34th sloka in the sixth chapter, Atmanam Ratinam Viddhi Sariram Ratam Evacha Buddhim tu Sarathim Viddhi Manaha Pragriham Evacha Indriyani Hayanahu Visayam Stesu Gocharan Atmendriya Manoyuktam Bhokte iti Ahur Manisira. So Atmanam Ratinam Viddhi means the Rati. Rati means the passenger in the chariot. So that is the Atma. Atmanam Ratinam Viddhi Sariram Radam Evacha. Sariram is the chariot itself. So there is the body. Our body is the Radam. Radam is the chariot. So our body is the chariot and Atma is the passenger sitting in the chariot. So that's why Atmanam Ratinam Viddhi Sariram Ratam Evacham. Buddhim tu Sarathim Viddhi. You understand it. Buddhi, intelligence is the Sarathi. Sarathi is the charioteer who is driving the chariot. So that's what Buddhim tu Sarathim Viddhi. Then Manaha Prigriham Evacha. Mind is the driving instrument. So the intelligence, so that is the Sarathi, should use the mind. So that is the driving instrument to control the senses. That is they are the horses. That's what Indriyani Hayan Ahu. Hayani means horses. So the senses are the horses. So Visayam Stesu Gocharan. So they are going after the sense objects. So the horses, the 5 horses, they are going after the sense objects. So that's why Visayan Teshu Gocharan. Atmendriya Mano Yuktam Bhokte iti Ahur Manishina. So that's why with Atma, with senses, mind and everything, it's trying to enjoy the material sense objects. So that's why the intelligence, that means the Sarathi, that is the charioteer, should control the senses, the horses with the mind. So then the passenger can go to the destination. Our destination is Krishna. But if the senses start controlling the mind, so that means the mind, the driving instrument is not in the hands of intelligence. Then the intelligence will be thrown out of the chariot. So we will lose our intelligence. That's what Buddhi Naso. Buddhi Naso means intelligence will be lost. So then the passenger, the soul cannot go to the destination. We will meet with accident. That's why Buddhi Nasa Pranasyati. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Guruji. And to a paraphrase again. What is the function of the mind and what is the function of the intellect? Can you please repeat that?
Yeah, the function of mind is to control the senses using the intelligence. If we have the intelligence, if mind controls the senses, we will have the intelligence. So if the senses control the mind, we will not have the intelligence. So mind is the driving instrument, correct? The analogy is the driving instrument. So the mind should listen to intelligence. So mind should listen to intelligence. So then it will be able to control the senses. If the mind is not listening to the instrument, not listening to the intelligence, so if it's listening to the senses, then this problem happens. So that's why Indriyanam hi charatam yanmanonu vidhiyade tatasya harati prajnam vayurnava vivambasa. In the second chapter, Krishna is saying that one of the roaming senses on which the mind focuses can carry away the intelligence. So that's why the mind should not focus on the senses and sense objects. The mind should focus on Krishna. So that's what very important. If the mind focuses on Krishna, then we will gain intelligence. Because Krishna is saying that Tesam sadata yuktana bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam. So anyone who worships me all the time with faith, with devotion, with love, so I will give them the intelligence by which they can come to me. Dadami buddhi yogam. Krishna will give us the intelligence. So if the mind focuses on the sense objects, we will lose intelligence. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Guruji. So as you mentioned, so mind is the like faculty which is driving the senses, and so intelligence, can we say like intelligence is that faculty which decides what is right and what is wrong? Will it be correct to say that, like it is the intelligence which decides what is right and wrong?
Yeah. So mind should listen to the intelligence.
Intelligence. Okay.
Like directing the horses in the right direction. So that's why intelligence guides.
Intelligence will guide. And for our last question, like who is governing all these three, like the body, mind, and intelligence? So who is governing all these three?
We should govern, the soul should govern. It should be under the control of the self. So that's what Atma Vasam. So Krishna is saying that Yato nischalati manaschanchalam astiram tatastato niyamyetat atmaneva vasam nayat. From wherever the mind wanders due to its flickering and unsteady nature, one must withdraw it and bring it back under the control of the self. So it should be Atma Vasam, under the control of the self. So Ragadvesa Vimukta Visayan Indriya Ischaran Atma Vasahi Videyatma. So we should bring all the senses under the control of the self. So that way, everything should be under the control of the self. So, but if the self is not able to control all those things, we are going to lose intelligence. We will not have intelligence. So that way, it is finally the desires. So what desires we have? If we have desires on material sense objects, then we cannot control mind and control the senses. If the soul has desires only to please Krishna, then we can control our mind and senses. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Guruji. Yeah. So if I understood correctly, like the soul is superior to the intelligence, mind, and the senses. So actually, it is the soul which should govern or control these three. But if the souls have desires other than to please Krishna, then those desires will carry away the soul, and the soul will not be able to control the mind and the intelligence. Okay.
Exactly.
Thank you, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.